Hey guys, what's up? Noah the Nintendo Nerd here, and it is finally May. Summer is just around the corner. Today, I will be reviewing one of my favorite games in the Game Boy Advance, Metroid Fusion.
Let's go back to the year 2002. It had been 8 years since Super Metroid, and there hadn't been a game released in the series since. It was torture for Metroid fans. Then, on November 18th, 2002, Nintendo brought the shit. 2 Metroid games released on the same day, Metroid Prime on the GameCube and Metroid Fusion on the GBA. Now we'll talk about Metroid Prime some other time, but Metroid Fusion, aka Metroid 4, was developed by the same team that made Super Metroid, so you know it's going to be good. Let's get into the plot, which is a little complicated, so bear with me. The game begins with our female bounty hunter badass, Samus Aran, exploring the planet SR-388 from Metroid 2, with a crew from the Biological Space Laboratories, or BSL for short. There, she encounters an X Parasite, a virus that can replicate their host's physical appearance and memories, and then kill them afterwards. Samus doesn't realize that she has been affected by the virus, and while she returns to the BSL station, she loses consciousness and ejects from her ship right before it crashes into an asteroid belt. Luckily, these BSL doctors, who I think look like the task force from E.T., are able to save her. Those doctors scared the crap out of me as a kid. The doctors find out that the X infected her central nervous system, so they create a vaccine made from the remaining cells of the infant Metroid Samus saved in Super Metroid that cures her, allowing her to absorb the X parasites to heal herself. With her suit extremely infected, it is sent for examination, but some parts of the suit were too combined with her body to remove, so a new, badass fusion suit is created. Later, the Federation sends Samus to investigate an explosion aboard the BSL station. She soon learns that the entire space station is swarming with creatures infected by the X parasite. Now here's the cool part. Some X parasites recover and use components of Samus's infected power suit to transform into the SA-X, a mimic of Samus at full power, and, even worse, it has the Ice Beam, which is Samus's new weakness since she now has Metroid DNA. Now I won't spoil the game, but the whole story is brilliant and it always keeps you engaged. Metroid Fusion is more linear than most Metroid games. The series is known for putting you in a vast planet all alone and having you figure out what to do. This time, there's a computer that directs you where to go. This computer is basically its own character. Samus even gives it a name, Adam, after a certain former commanding officer.
Any objections, lady?
Even though you're being guided, you can still roam around and explore. Metroid games are famous for backtracking, and that's here too. Hunting down and collecting every missile expansion and energy tank is still a lot of fun, and frustrating at times. You'll be going through the first sector and notice a wall that requires a certain technique to destroy. So you had to remember it and come back when you have the technique in order to achieve your missile expansion. As expected, there are tons of items throughout the game too, allowing Samus to kick even more ass. There will be times when you complete a difficult area or boss fight, and when you collect your new item, holy crap is it very satisfying. There are the usual items, like the speed booster, power bombs, and the screw attack, but there are new items too, like the ice and diffusion missiles, and the wide beam. The speed booster has to be one of my favorite Metroid items ever. Seriously, you are practically invincible when it's in use. One of the best parts of the game is when you are in a room and the SA-X comes in. The music stops and all you hear is its footsteps. You must find a hiding spot and stay absolutely silent until it leaves the room. If you make any sort of move, you're screwed. There's times when you have to escape the SA-X, and those are probably the most intense moments of the game. The whole time it's chasing you, you're like, shit dude, shit. The Game Boy Advance is absolutely perfect for 2D games, and Metroid Fusion takes advantage of this. The game is extremely polished. There are several different animations for Samus, all very detailed, which is something that hadn't been seen in the series before. The color depth is great, especially with each different sector. The GBA's sprite capabilities allow enemies and areas come to life, with different layers and realistic lighting effects. To sum it up, the graphics are beautiful. Music is crucial, and it's one of my favorite elements of a game. Metroid Fusion delivers here too. Although the GBA doesn't have the best sound, the developers pulled off some great audio. The entire score fits the mood of the adventure, and the sound effects are extremely well rendered, which contribute to making an amazing game.
Metroid Fusion pulls out the best features of the previous games in the series while adding new elements too. It has a great story, amazing graphics and audio, and, well, it's basically everything you would expect from a Metroid game. That's why I give Metroid Fusion a 10 out of 10. This is without a doubt my favorite game on the Game Boy Advance, which is no easy feat. It is a must-play for any owner of the system. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel and you like what you saw here, you can click that subscribe button down below to find out when I upload more game reviews, unboxings, and other videos. My last video was of my 3DS collection. If you'd like to see that video, and I hope you do, you can click the link right here. As always, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter to find out what I'm up to, what games I'm playing, and when I'm working on new videos. You can find links to those in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next mission.